Well, I have on my mind a little incident that happened at my house.
Yep.
So, I have this new electric car. And a lot of these electric cars, the great thing about them is you can control them from your smartphone. And I also have a 9-year-old son that loves electric cars
Yep.
and everything controlled from his smartphone. So he was out yesterday in the driveway with one of his little friends. And he was backing up the car and moving the car forward and backing up the car and moving the car forward. And I don't know what he did, but he was in the car and it started going forward and it went right into the open garage that was filled with stuff. And he kind of wrecked the car. Into all this
really?
stuff. Now, he didn't do any extensive damage.
Yeah.
It's just a few little scrapes on the front of the car. But my garage was full of stuff. He pushed all the stuff to the back of the garage with the car. And I was laying on the sofa, and I'm like, that was a weird noise. I wonder what that was. 5 seconds later, he comes running in the house, tears streaming down his face. Mom, I'm so sorry. I wrecked the car, Mom. I can't believe I've done this.
I can't believe I've done.
He was so upset with himself. He's like, I don't know how it happened. I'm like, well, I know how it happened. You're in here messing around with the car, and you probably put it in drive and drove right into my garage.
Be happy to go through your living room.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
right.
I'm so happy it finally stopped. But yeah, not before it pushed everything from the front of the garage to the back of the garage.
Is Rocco just kind of like a daily adventure?
Yes.
Okay.
He really is. Like, he's a 9-year-old in a lot
Yep.
of ways, but he's experimental, like a 45-year-old scientist in a lot of ways.
He's curious.
Very.
Right, okay.
Very curious.
And he thinks he's smarter than you in a lot of scenarios. And granted, in some he is.
Sure.
But when it comes to driving a car, he's not.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't, I guess, ready to hear that. He was going to drive this car, so he drove it right into the garage.
Well, just let him know Uncle Jay Bird has hit a few people. They were okay.
That's what I told him. He was so sad, crying, upset. I was like, buddy, look, I'm not going to tell Dad, and I didn't. But I ended up telling his dad, like, later. He didn't do it on purpose, and nobody got hurt. That's really all that matters. You got to be careful in the future, because what if you or your little friend would have got stuck under the car, and that would have been bad.
Yeah.
But nobody got hurt, and your intentions were not to wreck Mommy's car.
Okay.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.